Welcome to the Family Geekery Podcast, a podcast for geeks from a family of geeks. We talk about comics, video games, and anything else geeky. I'm Chris.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Dani.
And today we're talking about some classic He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. We're going to be talking about the original TV show because we got a movie coming up pretty soon. And I wanted to make sure that the girls understood who this He-Man was. But before we start talking about that,
Geeky Weeks.
let's talk about our Geeky Week. Amber, what you got going on?
I watched a couple movies.
Nice.
I watched Wuthering Heights in the theater. It was really good. I knew nothing about the book. So I went in blind, and I know I'm guilty of this too, but, you know, people who are fans of books don't always like adaptations. But this is a book from a very long time ago that has been adapted countless times into visual media. So, like, I think this one was kind of designed to be a little bit different and a little bit darker, which was kind of cool. And then, like, the best word I could use to describe it is stunning, because the set designs and the costumes were all awesome. So I enjoyed it. And then I also watched Lemonade Mouth.
Whoa.
What?
kind of randomly, I decided to watch Lemonade Mouth, because it's been a long time, and the music holds up. It's I would say still it's probably the best Disney Channel original movie soundtrack.
What?
Yeah. Maybe not as good as High School Musical 2. I'll have to go back and rewatch those. But besides that, I drafted some Magic the Gathering. I don't usually draft because it's harder than playing like at pre-release events where, you know, you don't have to make any decisions. You just like get a bunch of cards and then you build out of that. Both drafting, you have to like kind of plan your deck while you're picking the cards. So
Right.
It's a little bit silly. But yeah, it was just like a small thing, local, and it was kind of fun. And I've still been watching Wonder Man. I think I've just finished episode 4.
Whoa.
So I got to see what Doorman's all about, and also saw Josh Gad. He's
Nice.
in episode 4 of that movie, or of that TV show, so that was kind of cool. And finally, I started playing a couple of new games while the Super Bowl was on, because I don't watch
Boring.
football. And honestly, the ads were very disappointing this year also. Half of them were about AI, and the other half were about beer. So,
America.
there was one good Dunkin' commercial. Thank you, Dunkin'. Never can let me down. But while the game was on, I was playing a little To the Left, because that was on sale on the Switch.
Cool.
And then I picked up Final Fantasy Tactics, which it was also on sale on the Switch.
The original?
And so, kind of, it's like enhanced. It's like Final Fantasy Tactics Enhanced, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So you can play it, like kind of remastered, or the original one, and online kind of suggested you play the enhanced one because the translations of the original one were a little silly, I guess, because it was so long ago.
Gotcha.
So, and it's fully voice acted. Basically, I'm just trying to fill the time until the new Fire Emblem game comes out. So that's that. That's what I've been doing.
Cool. How about you, Dani?
Well, I also watched a few movies. First one being Pitch Perfect.
Whoa.
I don't think I've ever seen all the way through. But it was pretty good. I like Glee better. But that's just my take. Second movie I watched was Black Phone. But I still haven't seen this. Yeah, the first one. I still haven't seen the second one, so maybe that's next. Well, I've seen Black Phone before. I just rewatched it.
Cool.
And then the third movie is actually the new movie. I saw Iron Lung.
How was that?
Made by Markiplier. It was interesting. I think it was good for a movie made by a YouTuber, but I mean, it was just Markiplier in a room going insane for 2.5 hours straight.
That's like watching his Let's Play videos too.
And I was a little confused. I don't really know the game, and I didn't really watch him play the game, so maybe that's why. But yeah, it was interesting. He was like the only actor in it too, besides his little radio girl. So, but I think he did a good job. His acting is pretty good for not really having much experience besides YouTube.
He's made, I think, 2 other kind of movies. At least one of them was like long enough to be a movie, but it was like a choose your own adventure kind of. I think it's called Markiplier in Space. I never watched it, but he did that, and that took like twice as long because he had to like make both sets of, opportunities. All the outcomes.
Sense. But yeah, I think he did a good job. Maybe if I knew more about the game, I would have enjoyed it more, or understood it better. But it was, I appreciated it.
That's cool.
Nice.
But that's about it. Just movies for me.
Well, in a shocking turn of events, I watched no movies.
Oh,
whoa!
You're not getting your money's worth.
I know. I was traveling all last week, so left me very little time to do anything. So I don't even think I had time to play any games or really watch anything. We did watch The Traitors, latest episode, when it came out.
Nice.
But other than that, didn't do a whole lot. I did get to visit Disney World, but not in the sense that most people visit Disney World. I just kind of showed up there and hung out a little bit and spent zero money. That's what I like to do.
Your wife spent money, though.
Yeah, I mean, we bought some stuff, but we didn't pay to get anywhere. At one point, we were on a monorail, and we were on the monorail that goes from the Ticket and Transportation Center over to Epcot, because I wanted to get an aerial view of some of the new stuff, like the Way of Water. Is that the one it's called?
I have no idea.
Moana's Waterland. Yeah. I can't remember if that's Moana or if it's Avatar. Avatar's the Way of Water.
Yeah.
Moana's Way of Water would be much different. But we're
Make way!
We're riding around on the monorail, looking down inside Epcot, and your mom's like, "How are we inside Epcot?" Like, well,
does she remember the monorails?
yeah, I mean, but still, it's pretty cool that you can be inside Epcot without paying for anything.
Drive right past the test track.
Yeah.
It's her favorite ride.
Yep. So we did that, but really just a lot of driving and traveling and, silly stuff like that. So I'll have to catch up and watch some movies this week so I can report back to you next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this episode, which we're talking about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe from 1983. And this idea actually came from your mother, if you can believe that.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were driving back from our travels and talking about the podcast, and she said, "Hey, why don't you do that old cartoon show because the new movie's coming out?"
Wow, thanks, Mom.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Should have had her on the podcast.
shout out
She loves He-Man so much.
shout out to the fan of the podcast, Mom.
Mom of the podcast.
Mom of the Momcast.
Momcast. That's a different podcast. I've never been invited to that one.
Mormon Wives?
But yeah, so 1983. This is one of those cartoons that we've talked about so many times where the cartoon was created solely to sell merchandise. In this case, for Mattel.
I would argue with you there.
What's that?
They also teach valuable life lessons.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that. that was a concession made by the creators of the TV show.
Ah.
So Mattel, I think we've talked about this before. They said no.
Greedy.
They said no to Star Wars because Star Wars is like, hey Mattel, you want to make some action figures for us? And they're like, sure. And then Star Wars is like, okay, we need some licensing rights. It's $750,000. And Mattel's like, pass, which was a big mistake in retrospect. Yeah. But they didn't know there was going to be 3 big movies right off the bat. So they decided they needed to make some action figures of their own, and they just failed and failed and failed. Lots of 1980s failures for them.
For who? For Star Wars or for Mattel?
Mattel.
Ah.
Until a designer named Roger Sweet created 3 prototypes, and they decided, hey, let's just make this as simple as possible. Let's not make anything too super themed that would pigeonhole us. So they came up with the name He-Man. Nothing more generic than a couple pronouns smashed together.
He's him.
Him. And Roger Sweet made some prototypes. He took some of their existing toys and then used clay to build them up. And he made a tank-headed soldier, a space person, and a barbarian. And the barbarian was originally supposed to be like a jungle barbarian in a post-apocalyptic world, which, who knows, maybe he is. But they decided on the barbarian-looking dude, started making toys, started making cartoons, and the rest is history. So we decided that we would, I guess your mom decided that we would watch the first episode to get us ready. So I Googled, hey, what's the first episode? And they said, well, do you want the first created episode or the first aired episode?
Wait, what? They're different?
Yeah. So I didn't have a good answer for that, so I decided let's just watch both. They're only 22 minutes. So we watched 2 episodes. The first one that was actually created was The Cosmic Comet. And then the first one that actually aired was called The Diamond Ray of Disappearance. And after watching The Cosmic Comet, I actually said, hey, let's go ahead and watch this other one because it was kind of not representative of the greatness that He-Man can be with all the multitude of characters. So the second episode I made you watch actually had some pretty good name-dropping merch type stuff happening. And yeah. So what did you guys...
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Was Masters of the Universe the first show that they made, or was there a He-Man before that?
This was the first show.
Okay.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Gotcha.
Which I'm not sure where they came up with the full title. But I guess because he's got friends. And enemies.
Okay. True.
I guess, depending on the episode, the enemies could be the Masters of the Universe. Or at least they try. Which is a recurring theme of Skeletor trying to defeat He-Man. And always failing. And actually getting called out by his minions in that second episode. Like, didn't we just try this?
Yeah.
Shut up!
You say that all the time.
Yeah. But what'd you guys think overall, just from a 1,000-foot view of this cartoon?
First, you should ask us what we know about He-Man already.
Oh, okay. Let's do that. This is my first time podcasting. I'm not good with the questions. So, Amber.
Yeah.
What did you know about this whole He-Man thing before you watched this episode?
I know the memes.
Oh, the Skeletor memes?
The Skeletor memes,
I love
and then
those.
and then the He-Man video.
I don't know if I've seen that one, but I love the Skeletor memes.
The music video.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
It's what's the song? It's like, and I wake in the morning and I step outside.
Oh.
It's the Hey song.
Four Non-Blondes?
Yeah, but I think it's a trash cover.
Okay.
But it's got a He-Man edit. And this is old. It's like one of the oldest YouTube memes. So anyways, that's what I knew.
Okay.
And also I knew She-Ra from the newer Netflix show.
All right. What about you, Danny? Any pre-watch knowledge of He-Man?
I just knew he rocked a bob.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's about it.
Yeah, he and his alter ego, Prince Adam, both rock
Not
the
super
bob.
alter.
Yeah. So as the, I think the intro to the episode, the intro to the show itself, where it's He-Man talking about, his history or whatever, or what the show's
Yeah.
about. It kind of spells everything out for us. Don't really need a origin story episode or anything, because it kind of takes care of that for you. But he talks about how nobody knows that Prince Adam is the same thing as He-Man, despite the fact
They look identical.
that they look identical, except for Prince Adam has skin-tight pink clothing on, and He-Man has,
Barely any clothing on.
I don't know, I don't know.
He's got
how
a
to
skirt
describe
on.
it.
And a skirt and a harness.
The harness. And then there's Cringer,
Yeah.
a cat which talks, which has not been addressed yet, the fact that he can talk. But I think he's probably one of my favorite characters on the show.
He's funny. I like when he was like, "Oh, I know what's coming next."
Yeah, I know what he's going to do now.
He's scared.
Yeah.
He's being used against his will.
What
Cancel
came
He-Man.
What came first, the term cringe or Cringer the cat?
Right.
Yeah, so we got a prince who is
A lousy prince.
who's lousy, who his parents are disappointed at. Why can't you be more like Tila? And but little do they know, he's actually the savior of their
He's
world.
the goat.
Yep. But let's talk real quick about the that first episode I had you watch, which was the Cosmic Comet. Because this episode is kind of unique in the sense that it's more like a Hanna-Barbera, like Scooby-Doo episode than it is a action, cartoon. We've got some mad magician guy or mad wizard guy that can control comets. And
Yeah. You don't know a comet wizard?
And what was his name? It was almost the same forwards and backwards.
Zagras.
Zagras. Yeah.
Zagras.
And he can control comets, but he's also just a blubbering fool, basically, who reminded me just too much of like characters in other cartoons of the time.
Yeah.
Can I say
And
something crazy?
what's that?
To watch all the episodes in time, I might have watched them on 2 times speed. And that wizard was going crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That's all.
That wizard, because he sounded so familiar, because just cartoon voice, I guess.
Right.
So in opening up IMDb, I saw that there were only like 7 voice actors on this entire TV show.
Right.
And so the same 3 people played all of the main characters.
Yep.
Oh,
We had 1 guy, or 2 guys, and 1 girl to play everybody. And I thought that was funny.
Yeah, and they do a good job.
Yeah.
There is a lot of, I guess, reverb and stuff on the voices too.
Yeah.
Especially
He-Man's gotta sound special.
Especially He-Man's voice, yeah. But yeah, but that episode only featured a couple people. Had Beastman, Skeletor, and Evil Lyn on the bad guy's side, and then you got He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Tila, and Orko.
Yeah.
Orko goes on the quest.
I like Orko.
Orko is a unique character because he's kind of a comic relief character in the show, because he is a magician that's not of this world. On his home world, he is actually extremely powerful. It's just he doesn't have all the powers from his home world here on Eternia.
Oh.
So most of his spells fail.
He kind of looks like Marvin the Martian.
He does.
You know what I was seeing?
What's-
I was trying to figure out who he looks like the whole time. I just figured it out. Yes.
Who is it?
From League of Legends.
Vygar.
Oh.
They're identical.
Was that a short joke?
But yeah, so that episode wasn't very representative of the vast amount of characters. But of course the good guys do prevail, and at the end we get a little
PSA.
PSA
Like-
from Man-at-Arms, which basically, and we don't even have to paraphrase it because he said it. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Oh.
Now these little PSAs at the end, very, very much typical of the time. G.I. Joe, very famous for having the now you know and knowing is half the battle at the end of each of their episodes. This was a concession by the creators of the show because they were afraid there'd be a lot of parental backlash of the show being nothing but violence.
Oh.
Now, how much violence did you see?
Like none. They threw them into the mud.
And that's what the show is basically about. He's got this magic sword that gives him infinite power, and he never uses the sword to actually
He uses
slice
it
anybody.
to deflect.
Yeah. He usually just zoinks. And I love the sound effects that they use. Zoink. To grab
Yeah.
people and then throw them in mud. But he
I
does
have a question.
he does punch every now and then. What's your question?
So he has this magic sword with all these powers, right?
Yep.
But he trips over a pebble and gets dazed.
Yeah. We've got to have there's got to be some vulnerabilities too.
Some weaknesses.
Yeah. He just can't be OP all the time.
Okay.
But
I'll
yeah,
allow
but
it.
after watching that episode, I decided let's go ahead and grab that one that aired first also, and give that a view too. And that one was called The Diamond Ray of Disappearance. And this is where we got Skeletor using a magic gem to banish He-Man and his crew into another dimension by just simply looking at this diamond ray, which he showed off first by sacrificing some poor animal.
Yeah, I know. A little lizard that didn't even come back when, spoiler alert, he crushed the crystal.
Well,
Maybe he came back in the Snake Castle place.
Maybe. Can you explain a little bit of the lore to the show? So, what's up with the Gray Skull Castle?
So
That's not the castle that the king and queen live in.
well,
But it's got a special mirror in it?
right. It's a magical castle named after the ancestors of He-Man.
Okay. Because he uses the Gray Skull sword, right?
Right. And the castle itself has the powers, and the sorceress has infused him with all the powers of Grayskull through that sword. The sword activates it. So she gave him the power when he got to Eternia because he's born of a local man, and then his mom is from Earth.
Wait, what? They don't show that in the show.
No.
They show that in the movie, though.
You asked to explain some lore, so I'm
When
explaining some
do you
lore.
find that out?
I don't know. You have to watch another whole 2 seasons, 65 episodes worth
That's
to
crazy.
find that out. There's lots of other family stuff going on.
So are the king and
cousin
queen not
stuff.
his real parents?
No, they're his parents.
Just one of them's from Earth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, when they show Eternia in the kind of intro scene, it looks just like Earth. Like,
Huh.
similar continent structure and everything. But yeah, there's his ancestors from way back were I think something Grayskull, and that's why that has that castle, and that's why I think Skeletor always wants to conquer Castle Grayskull, because
To get the powers.
it's the powers in the castle that he wants. Yeah.
Okay.
And Evil Lynn, she's kind of like a she's in it for herself. She only uses Skeletor to try to achieve things, but she would backstab him in a second if she could. Kind of
As she
like
should.
the Starscream of the Transformers, if you will.
Ah.
Yeah, so this other episode had a lot more characters in it. Name off some of the characters that you noticed in the Diamond Ray of Disappearance episode.
Fish guy.
Fish guy, Merman.
I loved his face.
Yeah. So Merman
Yeah.
is the master of all fish or whatever. Who else you got on the bad guy side?
Something jaw. Is it
Lockjaw?
steel jaw? Trap jaw.
Trapjaw. Yep, Trapjaw.
I bet you his toy came with removable, switchable arm pieces.
Yes.
Wow.
And then you had Triclops, which I think is
Yeah, that guy was weird.
it's a good name though for a Cyclops with 3 eyes. And then on the good guys side, we had a couple cameos. We had Ram Man.
Was that the guy that bounces?
Yeah, and the action figure for him was spring loaded, so you
Oh,
would push
that's
him
nice.
down, and he would get really short, and then you push the button, and he expanded, so he could ram things with his head.
Wow.
Nice.
That's fun.
And then the other one, I didn't remember very much. He had the power of flight.
Yeah, he just kind of looked like a plane.
Yeah. Which, not super exciting when all of their crafts that
Yeah.
the guards use and everything can fly. Now, Man of Arms, he's an interesting dude because he creates all the weapons for Eternia, including the vehicles. So, like the attack track or whatever that thing was called.
And he's Tila's dad?
He's Tila's dad. Yep.
Wow.
Adoptive father.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Because they look the same age. Except he's got a mustache.
And in some iterations, she is much younger.
Ah.
So she's like a teenager in some of the different cartoons that they've had.
Does she end up dating He-Man?
Maybe.
Whoa.
He's got to have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
It's
that
cool
bob
that she's
going on.
like the head of the guards, though.
Yep.
That's kind of progressive.
Yeah.
My favorite is the sorceress, though.
I like the battle cat.
Yeah, she's got an accent and everything. That's why she doesn't sound like all the other females in the show,
Yeah.
considering it's the same voice actors. Now, I think one of the voice actresses, maybe, and forgive me for not researching this, but maybe you know how there's voice actress and voice actors of different nationalities that will do the translations.
Yeah.
I saw that a voice actress, I believe, that voiced the Enchantress. She was a Mexican lady, and she lived to 109 and just recently passed away.
Wow.
Wow.
So, hats off to you, who, again, I didn't research enough. I just noticed that on some social media, and I thought that was pretty darn impressive.
That is really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you she was on the Dr. Pepper diet.
Is that what works?
There's like an old lady who swears by drinking 1 Dr. Pepper a day, and that's made her live to over 100.
Whatever works.
That'll do it.
Did any of you guys watch the trailer for the movie?
I watched it, I think like a week ago when it came out. A little over a week ago. What'd you think?
Oh, it looks cool. The plot looks less cool, though. But knowing that he's actually from Earth makes more sense. It just kind of felt like a Mario movie type thing. Like,
Or
he's on Earth and he gets to go to a fantasy world.
or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
So they could have had Chris Pratt play the part of He-Man.
because he doesn't do enough acting.
Right.
Because he doesn't have enough going from Earth to fantasy worlds. He must have been busy doing that AI movie, Mercy.
Was there AI in it? Huh?
Well, it's
What
an AI judge that is judging him, and he has to
Oh,
prove
didn't
his
that movie
innocence.
get really bad reviews?
Probably.
Anyways, I hope
I'm going to go see it, though.
I saw that Jared Leto is Skeletor, and he better do a funny voice.
Yeah.
He better.
Yeah. But watching this now and seeing Evil Lynn, I could see the actress that's playing in the live action. I could see her in this character.
Oh, is it Alison Brie?
Yeah.
Is her?
Yep. I think she's going to do great with that role.
Yeah.
But yeah, so overall, what'd you think? Enjoyable?
I'm sure it would have been more enjoyable if I were a little boy in the 80s, but you know,
Agreed.
the sound effects of old cartoons always get you.
Yeah.
Boing.
It's just, this is just one of those easily consumable shows.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to get super invested. You know what's going to happen. And it's just enjoyable to see what they put in front of you.
I agree.
Yeah. Did you have any of the toys?
I had 0 toys.
Yeah. Did you have a
I mean, I
haircut,
had
though?
0.
0 toys total.
I had a very sad life growing up. No, I had 0 He-Man toys. I was all Star Wars until G.I. Joe and Transformers. And then I was exclusively G.I. Joe and Transformers. And-
Wow.
Wow.
until I turned 52.
Star Wars was so 1977.
Yeah,
It's all about Transformers in the 80s.
that's right. And GoBots. I did have some GoBots.
What is a GoBot?
Oh, you just invoked our next episode.
No!
Go.
And if you survive the GoBots, then I'll make you watch the Mighty Orbots.
No!
There is.
Wait, that's a transformer.
There's enough Transformer knockoffs
What is that?
to get us to episode 500.
Who made Transformers? Was it Mattel or was it Hasbro? Or was it different?
I thought it was Hasbro.
Oh, it's probably Hasbro because it was in Magic the Gathering.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I guess while watching it, I was like, oh, this would actually be a cool Universes Beyond in Magic the Gathering. But it probably will never happen. Because it's Mattel.
Never say never.
Well, Hasbro's so greedy. I don't think they will sacrifice anything. But hey, we'll get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles next at the end of the month.
All right. Well, anything else of note about the show that we watched?
I'll consider watching the movie when it's on streaming.
I'll consider.
I'll definitely be watching it.
Yeah, you have less invested to go to the movie theater though.
Yeah,
You gotta hit diamond status.
I'm trying. All right. Well, I guess that's going to wrap up this episode. Let us know if you've seen any of the He-Man shows or if you were a He-Man collector growing up. Hit us up on our socials or send an email to podcast@familygeekery.com.
Is there a she-woman?
There's a She-Ra,
She-Ra, it's his sister.
his twin sister.
And she looks exactly like him, except a girl. She doesn't have a bob, though. She actually has pretty hair. But then, she had the more recent TV show on Netflix that was really popular with the gays.
Did she?
Yeah.
Because there's been a couple recent ones with He-Man also.
Yeah.
The Kevin Smith one.
Was that the CG, like the 3D animated one?
Yep.
I saw the look of that. Was Prince Adam, like, scrawny in that? Because I saw scrawny blonde. I'm like, that's got to be He-Man before the He-Man juice.
He-Man juice.
Everything is juice if you try hard enough.
On that note, we're going to wrap up this episode. Go ahead and check out our socials, check out our YouTube channel, see what's going on there. We want to thank you as always for listening. And until next time, peace out. And geek out. Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out. I have the power!